Are you alone? Then instead of crying, why don't you be a bit altruistic and see some anime characters spending the time of their lives? Yes, today we're going to speak about 10 anime where the main character is forced to live with a girl. Let's get started. Number 10, Ground Control to Psycho-Electric Girl.
月とゴールクスの光の下になんか地球外生命体みたいなのがいた。
You know, with each season we get this anime that has a weird looking girl with really peculiar behavior that proves anime girls aren't real and you should snap back to reality. Yeah, this is one of those anime. In this anime, the main character discovers his long lost cousin is an alien. Isn't that nice? Makoto Niwa is an average schoolboy who decides to move to his aunt's house after his parents go abroad. And surprise, surprise, we find that he has a long lost cousin who has a very strange personality. She wraps herself in a futon instead of going to school and speaks like an extraterrestrial alien who came to invade Earth. And to make things worse, she isn't the only eccentric girl in town. The romance here might not be the best out there, but dear God, look at that art style. Whew, it's freaking gorgeous. For a moment, I thought this was something done by Ufotable. Number 9, Meo Chiki.
お嬢様のご命令だ。お前を監視するためだ。秘密をばらされないためにな。鈴月。それより見たな、僕の裸。
Yeah, this is one of those, oh my god, I didn't know you were a girl even though you kept dressing like a boy type of anime. And this time our main character even has a disease. Remember how anime characters get nosebleeds? Well, this guy gets nosebleeds 24/7 as long as there's a girl near him. And the first person to know about this is the worst girl in the world. And no, that wasn't Historia reference. Meo Chiki starts simple. You've got a boy named Kinjoro Sakamachi who has an abnormal fear for women. Turns out every time a woman touches him, he gets a nosebleed. But things take a worse turn when he realizes the most popular girl in school, Suburo Kanoe, is actually a boy. He is forced to protect the secret, and if he does, he would be granted a cure for his rather weird gynophobia. Trust me, getting that cure is going to be hard. Number 8, Akekin.
あなたなの？あなたが。
The next weird yet girl living with this boy anime on our list is Akekin. It's about drinking cans transforming into anime girls. And if you think that's weird, don't worry, stuff's about to get weirder. Turns out all these girls get personalities based on their drink. So if you find a yellow drinking can with lemonade or something, wear an armor because you never know when it'll turn into a tsundere. Judging by the premise, you should know this isn't going to be one of those serious shows. But if you want a fun, lighthearted comedy romance with a bunch of girls with colorful personalities, then this is the show for you. Just don't expect real-life drinking cans to transform into anime girls. Number 7, Chowkado Girl.
私はノーナ。知的生命との出会いを求める遠い彼方の星、地球からの来訪者です。
それは知ってる。知ってるが、君はまさか。
Continuing the trend of weird anime premises, this time we have a toy turning into an anime girl. That's right, apparently drinking cans aren't the only things that can transform into three-dimensional waifus. Bouda Haruto is a hardcore otaku, and he has no interest in real girls. Then, what's he interested in? Toys. Yes, this guy has issues, but stuff gets even worse when his favorite toy turns into a real girl right in front of his eyes. Yep, you heard that right. This is about a guy living together with his toy that turned into an anime girl. Once again, this is not one of those serious shows, but has tons of comedy and romance. The only problem here is the episode length. Every episode's only 12 minutes, which means a lot of content has to be cut just to keep the episode fast-paced. And let's just say it wasn't such a good idea. Number 6, Love Hina.
最近ちょっと胸が。キツネ？
あのですね。
Time to move into an old anime. It's not that old, but I'm pretty sure this is one of the anime that gave birth to this whole living together with a girl genre. It starts off similar to Nisokoi, where little kids make promises they cannot keep. The guy here is Keitaro Yoshimiya, a boy who owns his grandmother's apartment named Hinata House, and must deal with its issues while also facing his university exams. Here, he meets Narusegawa, a girl who excels at studying and also has a fiery temper and beats the hell out out of you if you get on her bad side. Keitaro now has to live with Naru while also finding answers to a mystery he had in his childhood. The animation may seem old compared to a lot of other anime on this list, but hey, this is the father of forced to live with an anime girl, so give it a watch. Number 5, Yuragai So no Yuna-san.
それでは改めまして、私はゆらぎ荘の地縛霊湯の花ゆうなと申します。
Can it be still considered you're living with the girl if the girl is a ghost? Well, turns out you can. Yuragai So no Yuna-san is about one guy visiting a hot spring that is haunted by a ghost. Since this is the anime we're speaking about, the ghost is of course going to be a cute anime girl. Don't tell me you didn't see this coming. But if you think that's where it ends, then let me tell you, the guy keeps getting more girls into the hot spring. Yeah, as soon as this guy lands in the hot spring, every girl wants to be in it. What a coincidence! The anime also has some great comedy, not that unique and original comedy, but that dumb harem comedy that'll still make you laugh. Sometimes being dumb is actually funny, at least in harem anime. Number 4, Nakamio, My Little Sister.
こそこそ覗いて何が目的だ。
そんなの決まってるじゃない。お兄ちゃんのことが気になるからよ。
You know what? This anime should be called Who Is My Sister because the premise of this show revolves around the main character finding out who his sister is. Our main character is just the regular rich bastard who just owns his father's company and needs to find a bride. I know what you're thinking. Come on, this guy has the money, he has the looks, he's an anime protagonist. How hard is it to get a girl? It turns out he doesn't want to have to try that hard. There are 5 girls who want to marry our main character, but one of them's his sister. And unless this guy is Sherlock Holmes, it's going to be really difficult to find who the sister is since none of them look like his sister. If you want some anime with romance and mystery, okay, who am I kidding? We all know this doesn't have any mystery. Just watch it for the romance. Number 3, Mother of Goddess Dormitory.
はあ、これが今時の中学生流スキンシップ？いや、違うと思いますけど。
This one got released recently. It didn't get much controversy since 2021 is the year Redo of Healer got released, so people had better things to talk about. This time it's about a guy sharing a dormitory with 5 university girls who all have problems. I mean, big problems. Like a couple of other anime in this list, Mother of Goddess's Dormitory is not a serious anime. It's some anime you can watch while you're chilling in a hot afternoon. But the funny thing is, all these characters are great. Not great in terms of character development or originality, but great in terms of enjoyment. Each of them have interesting quirks that make the cast lovable. Oh, but look out for the childhood friend. We all know how those girls are, and her being a tsundere doesn't help at all. Number 2, My Bride is a Mermaid.
はて、どちらの娘さんじゃろか？はじめまして、私。 瀬戸さんと申します。
Yes, you heard the title correctly. This time, our main character's girlfriend is a mermaid. How did that happen? Well, turns out this guy decided to swim in the wrong place at the wrong time and then started to drown, but got saved by a mermaid. Later, the mermaid comes and says he should marry her because that is tradition among the mermaid folk to marry the first human they come into contact with. My Bride is a Mermaid is a show that executes the landed in the wrong place and got the waifu concept really well. It even adds the comedy exactly at the right time. Yes, there are times when the jokes go too overboard, but come on. When was the last time you saw a romance anime that involved a high schooler and a mermaid? Number 1, True Tears.
そうよ、飛べるわよ、あなた。いい子、いい子、いい子。来号丸にも見せてあげましょう。
This story is about a guy who gets to live in the same house as his crush. How cool is that? Turns out, not very much. This girl puts out a completely different personality once she gets home. At school, she's super cheerful and energetic, and when she comes home, she's like, so when can I die? So yeah, I don't think our main character is really happy his crush turned out to have multiple personality disorder. Should he call the nearest mental hospital? Turns out he needs to call the nearest heart surgeon for heart replacement. Watch the anime and find out why. Yeah, this is one of those sad anime. This means you're gonna cry like a little baby once the sad moments hit you one after the other. So go with the tissue boxes and don't say I didn't warn you.